Hey Froggy friends, Kirostyle here, welcome back to Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. Thank you so much for joining me here on stream today. Hey Willful, congratulations on being first today. And Kieran, welcome to the stream. And Gora, it's good to see you. And CB, thank you so much for the sub, I really appreciate it. 15 months in a row, that's fantastic, I really appreciate your support. I'm one of your top 5 most viewed streamers this year. Oh, I'm so thankful. I'm really grateful for you stopping by. I know it's not always the best time for your time zone, but I appreciate all your support. So we are back playing through Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. This game is coming out officially in 2 days from now, but you get early access if you bought it digitally on PS4 or PS5. So we started playing this yesterday, and I know I wasn't going to stream today, but I just had so much fun, and I want to finish at least part 1 of the story. So we're back again. Hey Felix, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Aw, thank you CB. I'm glad you think my voice is soothing to listen to. So yesterday we made it up to episode 34 of part 1. And so we beat the Rose Queen and we recruited Percival to our group. So now we're on to episode 35. Now, it says we're 70% finished part 1, which means that if we're on episode 35, there should be 50 episodes. I believe in the original Granblue Versus, there were 40 episodes on release, and then they added up to episode 50 after most of the DLC was out. And I thought that maybe part 1 of the story would be base Granblue Versus, part 2 would be Granblue Versus original DLC, and then part 3 would be Rising content, but it appears not. So I'm kind of curious what part 2 and part 3 are, because I'm pretty sure only part 3 is the Rising content, but then what's part 2? Are they both new? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so episode 35 is called Wings of Terror, which, if you play Granblue Fantasy, the mobile game, you'll know that this is the name of the fight against Bahamut. So that's interesting. But it doesn't say boss battle. Also, you know how I said before, like, there's a lot of these quests here that don't have any battles, and yet if you read those episodes, the characters do things like, oh no, there's enemies, and then it fades to black and it just kind of says they defeated the enemies, and you move on. And I was like, that's kind of weird, why don't they make those actual battles? So apparently in the base game Granblue Versus, those actually were all battles, but people found them annoying to do because there were too many of them, so they trimmed out some of them for Rising, but they left the cutscene intact, which explains that. And it harkens back to the actual mobile game Granblue, because in that game, in the early game, there's like every 2 steps you take in any chapter, it's just randomly like, oh, by the way, there's a monster, like just to give the excuse of having a battle. And people were like, this is annoying, this is boring, this doesn't make sense narratively, it's jarring if the narrative is going a certain direction. So in more recent quests, they cut that out, so they don't have battles every single story chapter anymore. So that kind of reflects what happened with the mobile game, funny enough. Along with also getting rid of the weapon grids, and in the base game, you actually had to farm weapon skins in story mode as well. So you had to unlock weapon skins for your characters by getting random drops in story mode battles. But now, in Rising, you don't need to, because you just get a bunch of the weapon skins for free, or you could need to purchase them with in-game currency or something like that. So that's kind of neat. I'm glad they have more quality of life stuff. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't really get too far in the original Granblue Versus, was because I was like, hell no, I don't want to farm in this game too. I already farm enough in the mobile game. Okay, so let's get going. Episode 35, Wings of Terror. We still don't have Sora's in the party, even though we did his quest. And again, he is the only DLC character whose quest we've done thus far, but maybe he's only available in part 2 and 3 or something like that. I don't really know. Let's take Percival with us, since we just got him. I think Lancelot might be a little bit better for comboing with, but we'll play with Percy for a little bit. Rosetta stays behind in Lumacy to slow the advance of the chaotic influence spreading through the skies. The rest of the crew sets out for Pandemonium, where the final battle awaits. So in the original Granblue mobile game, here's a little bit more lore. So I told you the world of Granblue is like, it's a big sky with floating islands. And basically, if you sink low enough in the sky, eventually, like, the airships lose their buoyancy and fall. So in other words, they can't just fly wherever they want. They have to fly above a certain height. So below a certain height is what they call like the end of the skies, where it just drops off and you basically fall to your death. And no one really knows what's at the bottom of the sky, but they call it the Crimson Horizon, where it's basically, it's not like hell, but we know that down there's a bunch of like demons and otherworlders, they call them, that hang out down there for a variety of reasons. It's not super plot important to this game, but there's a structure that towers up from the bottom of the sky up into the sky realm called Pandemonium. And in one of the Granblue mobile game events, you actually climb the tower and fight battles as you go up. So Pandemonium is kind of synonymous with the character Beelzebub, which is where he kind of hangs out, or is imprisoned, I suppose, which is why we're going there to find him now. I'll explain more about Beelzebub and Belial and Lucilius in the future, but that's just a little 101 for you there.
We're gonna hit some turbulence, but I'll get us to Pandemonium as fast as I can. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Flying objects incoming. Black crystals. It's Exia.
What are they doing flying out here in the middle of nowhere? I think this is a sign. Beelzebub's power over the skies, it's growing.
Let's knock as many of them out of the sky as we can.
Ugh, haven't these mooks learned their lesson yet? Looks like we'll have to teach them again, Gran.
Again, it's so jarring to see people refer to Gran as Gran, because he's with their voices, because in the mobile game you get to name him, so everyone just calls you Captain. Exia Dynamis? Hi, you're bigger.
Be careful, okay? Incoming!
Know your place. You're wide open.
I missed, come on.
That was hard out.
Hey Kiros, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
Ooh, just feel those smooth scales. If I'm not careful, I could get addicted to this.
Oh no, he's got Vern.
Ah, where'd you come from? Get your mitts off me, you weirdo!
I keep calling him Belial, but I guess it's Belial. Belial appears seemingly from nowhere and enfolds Vern in a deeply unwelcome embrace. I guess I might as well talk about him now. But basically, actually, what year was it? Let me double check. Just want to get this right. So basically, Granblue, right? Like I mentioned before, they have like monthly story events, right? And they range from humorous ones to serious ones. Some of them are really, really well written. Some of them are okay. But every year during Anniversary, which is in March, they have like a special story, and that story is usually a little bit more involved. It's usually a little bit more world building. But again, it's separate from the main story. These events happen separate from the main story. Hey Sai, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the chaos. So every year they have like an anniversary event. And in 2017, they had an anniversary event called What Makes the Sky Blue. And unlike a lot of regular like monthly side stories, this one was very important for the plot and the world building, well, not the plot, but world building of Granblue, but not like the main story. Again, the main story is kind of separate from all this. So in 2017, they have What Makes the Sky Blue, and then next year, for anniversary, they had a sequel, What Makes the Sky Blue Paradise Lost. And then the next year, they had a sequel called What Makes the Sky Blue 000. And so these three What Makes the Sky Blue series are considered widely to be like the best story events in Granblue history. Like they introduce a lot of interesting characters, they introduce a really good plot and story, and it taught us a lot about the history or the lore world building of Granblue. So in that story, the main overarching antagonist is named Lucilius, who we're going to see later in this game. The secondary antagonist is this guy, Belial. And he first appears in What Makes the Sky Blue 2, and instantly captured everyone's hearts because, well, one, he's handsome, but two, he's very, very horny. Like, he basically, everything he says is innuendo of some sort. In the Japanese version, it's a bit more, and then English version, they tone it down a little bit, but it's still pretty sensual. But that's what makes people, that's what makes a lot of people like him, alongside also his Japanese voice actor, who does a really good job. So he became very popular, and he's one of the villains of this game as well. Yeah, a reflection of the fan base, right? You know, I mean, gacha players, you know. Hey, Rana, welcome to the stream. Hey, Shio, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm just giving the lore lowdown of Granblue. So, yeah, so What Makes the Sky Blue introduces Lucilius, Big Bad, secondary antagonist, Belial, and also another character named the Hooded Figure, who is later revealed to be Beelzebub. And I guess I might as well talk about Beelzebub now, but if you play through the gacha game and you play through What Makes the Sky Blue, you might be wondering what the Hooded Man is all about, because he seems to be like a tertiary antagonist, but he's always covered in his hood. You never actually learn his name in the event, although Belial calls him Bubs a couple times, but you never actually they don't directly tell you his full name. And he never takes off his hood, and you also don't really get a real boss fight with him. You get like a kind of boss fight with him, but it's not really a real boss fight with the Hooded Man, and then he seemingly gets defeated and disappears. So you're kind of like, what's he about? And then he was revealed, Beelzebub, to be the boss of Granblue Versus, the base game of Granblue Versus. And I remember reading an interview where they actually, when they created Granblue Versus, they were like, we need a boss character for this Granblue fighting game. We don't really have anyone in mind from the Granblue universe that fits the bill, so let's create a character. So they created Beelzebub. And they're like, well, it'd be kind of weird if we just introduced this Beelzebub guy in Granblue Versus without any footing in the main gacha game. So they were like, hey, let's include him in What Makes the Sky Blue. So that's why he's included in What Makes the Sky Blue, but that's why he seemingly ducks out of the story and doesn't really get much revealed about him, and you don't even see his face, and you don't even get a real boss fight against him, because that was actually supposed to serve as a precursor to Granblue Versus. Although later on in the gacha game, they did add events featuring Beelzebub as a boss, and you can fight him now, and he's a tough cookie, and he has events that you can climb up Pandemonium and fight him and stuff, but yeah, that's kind of the history of that. But What Makes the Sky Blue is a beloved trilogy of events in this game that, you know, if you skipped every single event story in Granblue, but only read those ones, that would be sufficient, I guess. Anyways, this guy, everyone loves him because he's horny, period.
He's got Vern!
When did he get here? I didn't see him come aboard. Vern!
Ugh! Let me go, you creep sandwich!
Unhand Vern this instant.
No need to get so upset. I'm just checking up on his scale care regimen. Polished to perfection, I see. Now, to business. We've come to hear the dragon's voice. Isn't that right, Bubs?
The dragon's voice?
Oh, see, there he is, Beelzebub.
There are no facts, only interpretations.
Or as he is now, hooded figure.
O winged destruction, if thou preachest distortion, then bend the light of thy conflagration to my will.
Lyria? Are you alright?
Hey, wait up!
Would it kill you to think of someone else for a change, Bubs?
Hey, this is bad, right? We're in trouble here.
It's just like Ares and Yggdrasil. That man's been orchestrating this entire affair.
We have to do something.
At this rate, Bahamut's gonna knock the whole ship out of the sky. Not so fast. That primal beast is coming with us.
Oh, okay. So I kind of mentioned this at the very, very beginning, but it's kind of like Granblue's worst kept secret, but Vern is like some kind of piece of Bahamut. And also at the beginning of the game, the first summon you get in the game that Lyria can summon is Proto-Bahamut, which is this guy that we just saw. You fight him in the raid quest Wings of Terror. Actually, you know, let's stick to Lancelot. He combos well with me. Skills hit 3 times or more, max chain damage, and rank A or higher.
Big fella, isn't he? And he's all mine. So paws off, Basaraga.
Loose lips, Zeta.
This young human woman goes by Zeta. Her imposing Droff companion is named Vasaraga. They belong to the Society, a shadowy organization with their claws in many pies, including the hunting of primal beasts. Society agents make contracts with seal weapons capable of absorbing a primal. After witnessing Lyria's ability to control primal beasts, these two sneaked aboard the Grand Cypher in hopes of primal quarry. So, I mentioned that, like, in Granblue, the Dragon Knights is one group that is very well known and has a lot of story events. Percival, Lancelot, Siegfried, and Vayne. Another group within the universe that gets a lot of events is the Society. And the 4 main members of the Society that we see are Zeta, Vasaraga, and later on Eustace and Beatrix. There's other members that we see later too, but they're kind of the 4 poster childs of the Society, so that's why they were also included in this game, and they're popular characters. But yeah, it's basically, they hunt primal beasts, they have special weapons that can do that, and they also fight against an evil organization called the Foe. So the Society is actually portrayed, when we first meet them, as good guys, FYI. They're just antagonistic here because of the Exia. Like so many others before them, their memories of fighting alongside the crew have been stolen.
Zeta? Vasaraga?
Hey, you've heard of me. Guess I've made quite the name for myself. Looks like Red's had her brain scrambled too. Red? Excuse me? Where do you get off giving nicknames to people you just met? You overgrown gecko.
Oh, hey, Proto Bahamut.
I'm not sure what we should do here.
Yeah, it's sad, because I like Vayne, and he's the only main Dragon Knight not playable in this game. And then Beatrix is also the only main Society member who's not playable in this game.
Now, Basaraga, I can see you itching to get your hands dirty.
Zeta, that dragon is about to sink this ship. This is a 2-person job.
Are you kidding me? That's my bounty. Play with the crew if you're bored.
You can't handle that dragon alone. I'm not even certain that 2 of us can. If we waste time fighting these people, will all wind up at the bottom of the sky. They want to get the dragon under control too. It makes more sense to join forces.
That helmet on too tight? I said I've got this.
Fine. Have it your way. Didn't think you were this unreasonable.
I'll
Oh.
handle this.
Hey, Zoe.
Oh! It falls to me to observe whether you can overcome the false wyvern reverie you now face.
I'll handle this. I'm going to come watch. Hey, Ash, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by.
I will restrain Bahamut while you return those two to their senses.
Oh, okay, you are helping us. Thank you, Zoe.
Thanks. Sounds like a plan.
Wait a minute. What the hell is going on here?
She's made things easier for us. We can take care of these Skyfarers first.
I guess so. Fine then. Let's get to it. Looks like I'm dealing with a big shot here. Ready, set, here it goes.
Leave this to me.
Be careful, okay? Got this, Gran.
Let's go.
Get her. Double team. Yeah, Bahamut's just chilling in the background. He's fine.
Quest clear.
Thanks for
Your
the fight.
skill is remarkable.
Hey, Drago, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by today. It's good to see you. A crack shot. Maybe I should switch to... I know I have enmity on just to, like... In case I start dying, I can make a comeback, but maybe I should just equip stamina big, because I'm usually high on HP, except for during some boss fights. Support skills used 6 times or fewer. Skills hit 3 times or more. Okay, I can do that.
Damn it! I blew it.
Take a breather, Zeta.
Spiky might be the toughest customer to get brainwashed so far. Watch yourself, Gran.
You don't have to remind me.
Show me what you've got. Sit this one out. I'll take it from here.
Leave this to me.
Be careful, okay? Got this, Gran.
Let's go. Dragon Link.
Ow! At least he's a big target. Ow, stop it. Stop blocking!
To the victor go the spoils.
Quest clear.
That was a workout.
Remarkable.
Well, then we fight Bahamut right away? Well, that'll be fun. Oh, we already got Zeta and Vasaraga? We didn't even have to do a special side, like, mission to get them. Let's stick to my boy Lance. Also, like, at a lot of the official Granblue events in Japan, they hire, like, official cosplayers to cosplay a lot of their characters, which includes a lot of the most popular characters, the mainstay characters. And they usually get someone to cosplay Vasaraga, and I think it's very clever the way they do it, because, yeah, they pick someone who has, like, an athletic build, but, like, obviously there's no way you'll get someone as big as him. But because of the way his armor's built, they construct his armor, so his armor's very wide, and the cape hides part of it, so it kind of gives the optical illusion of them having a larger body, which I think is super clever. It's kind of like, I mean, this is not really similar, but, I mean, think about how in, like, Genshin Impact, you know, all the boys in the game that are playable are basically twigs, but you get some characters that have the illusion of looking big, like Ito, for example, because of the shape of his outfit, plus, like, the way they draw him in art, gives, like, the optical illusion of having a bigger body than he actually does, which is kind of a neat character design choice, you know?
Vasaraga?
Zeta, what have we been doing?
Are you two alright? Lyria? Wait. Did we just fight all of you?
We can get you up to speed later. Right now, we've got bigger problems.
Oh, maybe I should have taken Vasaraga.
It seems slowing him down is the most I can hope to do in my present state. Only the Singularity could hope to stop him when he's imbued with Beelzebub's chaotic power.
No, Vasaraga's a good guy. He's not an antagonist, except during that brief fight that we just fought him now. He looks scary, but he's a nice guy.
Singularity. No. Gran, are you ready?
We are. We'll take it from here.
Very well. Let Beelzebub see the flash of your blade all the way from Pandemonium.
This is Bahamut we're talking about. It's going to take every one of us working together.
It's gonna take every one of us working together, except for you, Rackham and Io, because you're not playable.
Yep. Roll up your sleeves, kids. Gotta get this primal down for his nap.
With this many of us, there's no way we'll lose. Don't forget to count us too. All right, let's do this, Graham.
I need you all with me. Now more than ever. We can't afford to fail.
Right.
Aw, now I kind of wish I took Vasaraga with me just to see. Ow. Ow. I'm just gonna spam this attack. Oh yeah, that transition music. Ow! Let go of me. Oh good, they made it vocal in this game too. Oh. Well, you didn't tell me you were gonna make a... Oh. Warn me next time, Lyria.
Quest clear.
That was quite impressive.
Ah, yes. All us Granblue players recognize that song very well. Bahamut is like, when you're a newbie player, Bahamut's like one of the first like high-level difficult raids you kind of really do before you break into being like strong in the game. And the music's great because in Granblue, at certain HP thresholds, the music transitions to different parts. So you get to like the 30% part where he like breaks free, and then the vocals come in, and it's great. I thought that he'd be harder to fight than Rose Queen, but actually Rose Queen was harder in this game from last stream.
Well, we've heard the dragon's voice. Is that the final trigger?
Yes. That was the trumpet sounding the world's return to the nothing it set out from. The wheels may be missing a spoke or two, but the caravan will reach its destination nonetheless. I've swallowed up the remnants of the Omnipotent's power and folded it into my own.
What are you gonna do about the singularity? Not even Bahamut stopped it. That's gotta worry you a little.
With chaos matter and verses at my command, once I can move freely through the world, the singularity will pose no threat.
Oh no, he has verses at his command. He has the entire game in his command.
I will take my rightful place as the true singularity of this world.
I see. So can I put you down for imminent arrival?
Yes.
Okay, then I may as well play with him a little in the meantime.
Together, Gran and the others have averted the cataclysmic threat of a rampaging Bahamut. Zoe explains to the crew the full import of the battle which lies ahead.
Beelzebub is on his way to becoming a new singularity. His mere existence has a destructive influence. If he is fully restored, he will accelerate the corruption of causality, and the whole world could be overwritten. At this point, there's no way to prevent that restoration. Our best option is to defeat him as soon as possible, and eliminate him entirely.
Where'd this crazy powerful dude come from in the first place?
I'm not sure of the particulars, but he is an astral whose destiny has taken a strangely twisted path. And I can sense traces of power in him from the depths of the sky, from the other world. I think it may be fair to say that he should not exist in this world.
He shouldn't exist in this world?
Gran, you and those who fight by your side are the only ones who can stop him. From here on out, you cannot afford to hesitate. This is what the world has chosen. I have done all I can as Keeper of the Balance. Go. You need to reach Pandemonium, and soon. Two singularities coexisting. The spear of fate pierces both past and future, poised to redefine the world itself. I will be watching.
So, what was Miss Flippy Hair talking about?
Let's just focus on getting to Pandemonium.
Hey, thanks, by the way. Can't believe we got our heads messed with like that.
That primal beast said you and those who stand beside you have the power to stop Beelzebub, or whatever his name is. So we're with you. If we're the only ones who can stop him, then so be it.
We'd be grateful to have your support. Let's finish this together.
Next stop, the final showdown!
Beelzebub won't know what hit him.
Yeah!
I know we can do it!
Oh, we get both of them at the same time. I mean, I know we get both of them at the same time. I mean, we get both of their quests at the same time. So they go pretty quickly into Pandemonium, because if episode 40 was the original end of the base game, it's just this episode 39 and then straight into a boss battle, episode 40. That is true. These two are a pair. Do not separate. Okay, let's see how Zeta plays. This is also the first time you get the character quest after officially recruiting them, because a lot of times in this game you get the character quest at the same time as you see the outcome of after you beat them. The crew lands on the summit of Pandemonium. They are intent on defeating the one responsible for the distortion that threatens to rewrite the realm, Beelzebub. A warrior named Zeta joins them in their fight. She is equipped with a seal weapon, which in her case is a spear unlike any other.
Talk about Shocksville when Red and Spiky suddenly showed up on the ship. You're both scary enough when you're fighting with us, let alone against us.
Sorry about that, you guys. I can't believe I acted like that. I didn't even realize someone was screwing with me.
I know how you feel. It's not easy to wash the stain of regret from your hands, especially after raising your weapon against a friend.
Yeah, a lot of fighting games have the story mode where it's like, oh, people are brainwashed, you have to fight them. Otherwise we don't have a reason for you guys to be fighting, because you guys are all good guys.
You shouldn't blame yourself, Catalina. It's all because of the distortion in Exia.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Felix. See you next time. Hope you rest well.
Speaking of which, this is the enemy base. It's probably crawling with Exia inside.
Fine by me. I could use a warm-up before the main event.
Yeah, I was exactly thinking of Persona 4 Arena. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
As long as they can't get into my head, there's no way I'll lose. Spear of our best, reform to my faith and become a piercing fang!
Yeah.
Let's heal it. That was so cool. And that's about it.
Great!
That was amazing. And that's about it. So what I'm saying
Okay. She's okay. Ooh. But again, not quite my style, I think. She has a laser beam.
now this one. So what I'm saying is.
Hit me. Wait, you're facing the wrong direction. You're not even aiming for me, guy. Well, that didn't work. Oh, defense against high attacks. I need to do defense against... Oh, whatever. I'm not doing this. No counter.
Don't forget. Go, go, go! Witness the might of my spear!
Finished!
We did it! Dang it! Get some of this! Watch out!
Come at me. That's not behind me. There we go. Oh god. I need to heal. Come at me. Ow. How are you able to counter me right after?
Hooray!
Quest clear.
Hooray! I'm just that good. Nope. I won't fall for the same trick twice.
You're amazing, Zeta. This is Red we're talking about. She and her spear are a force to be reckoned with.
Of course. What would you expect from our vessel's contractor? I can't count how many times I fought alone against primal beasts. Well, just me and my spear. But then someone comes along and manipulates us for their own gain.
It's a welcome relief to have you back as an ally. The last thing we need is to face each other as enemies.
I hate the things who resort to dirty tricks. I'll make them regret ever crossing me.
Swear I can see the steam coming off you. Mind keeping your cool when showtime rolls around?
Keep my cool? I'm gonna give that Beelzebub bozo the beating of a lifetime. Our world is in trouble. We've gotta do anything and everything to help it out.
Yeah, otherwise there'll be no tomorrow.
Let's go. I sense a sinister force up ahead. Perfect. Get your game faces on, you guys. Let's put an end to this farce.
The final showdown with Beelzebub is fast approaching. Will the Spear of Arves, a weapon powerful enough to hunt primal beasts, be the one to pierce Beelzebub's throat? Many thoughts race through the Sky Dwellers' minds, but one thing is certain. They're ready to risk it all in the coming finale. Let's try the big boy here. I have a feeling I'm not going to be very good at using him because he's probably one of those slow, heavy-set, tanky characters. Basaraga and Zeta attack the crew under the influence of Exia and Beelzebub's power. They both regain their senses in the ensuing fight. Now the two warriors are back on the crew's side to help take down Beelzebub.
Gran, I apologize for the trouble Zeta and I caused you.
Exia and Beelzebub, was it? Jeez. We're dealing with some real slime balls here.
Yes, they sow discord within our ranks to turn us against each other. We've never encountered foes with this kind of power before. Anything could happen past this point.
It really is great to see you and Zeta back to normal, though. Yeah, it was not fun being on your bad side. Happy to have the return of the old duo.
For all my physical strength, it doesn't compare to the mental fortitude possessed by you, Gran and Lyria. You've all grown so much stronger in every sense of the word.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Look, the bad guys are rolling out the red carpet. You gotta love that VIP treatment.
I think I should let off some steam before facing the one responsible for all this.
Agreed. This'll make for a nice warm-up.
How far will my strength carry me against unfamiliar enemies? Let's find out.
Ooh, he has armor. I guess he needs it.
And that's about it. I'm impressed. Go for it.
Okay, so he has a gap closer. Nice. Ow. Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
You're on a roll.
Let us fight.
What I'm saying.
Ooh.
You're like that now. Wow. All right. How about this?
Oh gosh. I can't see Vern. I can't see.
Well.
Okay, so he does this, and then you can choose what attack he does next.
Cut to the soul. Finished. My sight will feed on your blood.
You're on a roll.
Come on.
I believe in you.
Master, you have a bit of a slouch, though. That's gonna be terrible for your back. He's not very good against aerial enemies, though. Oh, come on, he's still alive.
You
Quest clear. All bark and no bite.
Way to go, Spiky. You crushed those small fry.
Is anyone hurt?
Nope, we're all fine.
The red dragon and the girl in blue.
Huh? What about us?
To arrive at this point, you have overcome far more than I expected. But there is still more to come. However, Ran will surely keep you both safe. I can't say I could do the same for you. Take hold of each other's hands, and never let go. Come what may, you must overcome it together. I know the three of you can do it.
We won't let you down. Yeah, that was always the plan anyway. Rand's my best buddy after all. And you're our friend too, Spiky. So don't you go anywhere.
I see. I guess you're right.
You've really taken a shine to those guys.
Perhaps I could say the same about you, Zeta.
Yeah, maybe. We'd hate to let them settle this mess alone.
Which is exactly why Beelzebub must be defeated. Let's go, buddy.
He just called Zeta Buddy? What?
Buddy? Where did that come from?
Okay, she is also confused about that. Good. I was like, is this an English translation, like, choice or something?
Vern says it all the time. Maybe it's starting to rub off on me.
Like hearing Leon say dude in Star Ocean 2.
Excuse me?
Asraga wields the seal weapon known as Grinoth. His scarred body is a memorial for past regrets. Fighting for the sake of his partner and friends, he heads towards the deciding battle.